have been attending these webinars with me often? How many of you are attending for the first time today? Okay, if you have never attended, just write 0. So we know that you are here for the first time. And those who have attended more number of times, please write the number of times you have attended. 2, 3, 4, 1, 10 plus, whatever it is. Great. There are a few of you who have attended a few times before, many of you for the first time. So those who are here for the first time, I'm Ramanuj Mukherjee. I'm CEO of LawSikho, and I do these webinars almost every day at 9 p.m. And we discuss about things that are important to you, important skills, important career opportunities, right? And today's discussion is regarding how to impress any lawyer in the world and get an internship, right? How many of you have this problem that you're trying to get internships, but you're not getting, and you're blaming that, okay, it's because I have no connections, and because my friends, uncle and parents or whoever have all good connections, they are getting good internships, but I'm not getting good internships because I have no contacts. Do you feel like that ever? Does that happen to you? Okay. All right. So today I'm going to show you one method through which you can get internships even better than somebody's father or uncle can get them. Okay, no matter how well connected they are, and you can make an impact in your internships. Okay, big impacts, and I'll teach you how to do that. Okay, and just to tell you that I also come from a very humble background, right? So I went to NUJS. That was one advantage for getting internships, but I like my parents couldn't help me with any internships, or they didn't even know that what is, like, they have no idea about the world of law. But at the same time, I got any internships I wanted, not only because I was from an NLU, because sometimes my batchmates were also struggling to get internships. A lot of times, even I was struggling to get internships. So I'll give you an example, something that happened in my first year, right? So, there was one guy, we were studying together at LST before writing the CLAT exam, right? And after we wrote CLAT, CLAT wasn't there. There was National Law Admission Test, and I got into NUJS, and he got into Calcutta University to study law, right? So after 1 year, we were on a call, say, hey, how are you? What's happening? And he called me, and I was talking to him. So I asked him that, so where did you intern in the summer holidays? He said, I didn't get an internship. I said, oh, really? Why? She's like, no, I applied, but nobody responded. I said, oh, really? So how many places did you apply to? And he's like, I applied to 2 places and nobody replied. I'm like, what? Yes, I got 3 internship, but I applied to 20 places, right? I wrote to, sure, I'm from NUJS, he's from Calcutta University. There may be some difference, but honestly, I had applied to 20 different places at least, and I did not get a response from most of the places. Maybe 3-4 places responded, but he was like, no, I mean, only 2 places he applied and didn't get. Now obviously there are others amongst you who never got you applied to 15 places and did not get any response, like Kanika is saying. You have to realize that there's a bit of a difference from my time and your time. In my time, so many people were not looking for internships. So I am talking about 2006. Now there are more people looking for internships, especially now. Everybody is looking for internships. So you need a differentiated approach. Back in the day, even then I had to write to 15 people to get 2-3 responses. But now, even if I write to 300 places, I may still not get any responses. And I'll tell you why that happens, right? So few months, maybe more than a year back, we had a program at Mumbai National University organized by LawSikho and Mumbai National University jointly, where we invited all the different law firm partners to come for a teachers training program, okay, where faculty development program was happening. Okay, I'll answer all your questions, and you guys are all welcome to write your questions, but let me go in the flow. I will come back to your questions later on, especially if they're relevant. Okay, so don't worry about it. So what happened was that I went ahead and um, you know where was I lost track. Can you guys remind me? I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Teachers training program, right? So there were a lot of partners who came there, and not only that, we took all the professors, right? Professors for a visit to AZB, a field visit to AZB office, right? We actually got permission from 𝗶𝗺𝗍𝗍𝗶𝗍 herself, and so all these people were taken to meet to the HR director of AZB in the AZB house in their office in Delhi, in Bombay, right? And so the person who himself handles the internships came and explained to all these teachers, and we were also there. We organized it, so they were there, and he explained that how many applications they get. Okay, tens of thousands of applications in a month, which is not even. Achha, imagine. And there was one time I had heard in one big law firm, the HR manager, who was in charge of internship, handling internship. Achha, what is the highest number you can think of, that in a summer month, how many internship applications may have come? Anybody can guess the number? 500. Lol. Pranav. Aman Raj, 50,000. Kanika is like 50,000. Madhu, 80,000. In a yeah, 50K plus, right? In a month, more than 50K. So you guys are close. Okay, around 70-80,000 applications are being received in a month, right? So what do you expect? That, if these are government organizations, they will need a process, because they have to be fair and equal, and they have to organize some kind of mass recruitment campaign to actually open these CVs, or they'll have an exam so that all these people can write the exam and qualify, which they do, right? If you go to the Supreme Court clerkship, there is actually an exam. You have to write the exam to get into Supreme Court. If you want a job at 𝗶𝗵𝗍𝗍 or SBI, you have to write exams, right? Then only few people get. But if you let people apply, then similarly tens of thousands of people will apply. So what do you expect them to do? They hire like an army of people to go through your internship applications. How many people will be needed to go through this 80,000 applications? Yeah, and shortlist the right people and interview them and select them. What do you think? How many people will be needed? How many internship applications can you go through in a day? Artificial intelligence to be used. 100 at max in a day. So if you are working 20 days a month, like full time you are working on this, still you will be able to do how many? Like 20 days, 2,000. That's it, right? So they have to hire how many people like this? 40 people like this to go through everybody's internship application and then select. Do you think they are going to do that? Are they stupid that they are going to do that to hire interns? They are not, right? Okay. So if you are just applying and you are hoping that somebody will, especially a law firm like this, by the way, even at LawSikho, we are not a law firm. Not everyone is applying for internship. Even then, we easily get 500 to 1,000 applications. We cannot accommodate everyone, right? But still, we have one person who's trying to go through as many messages as possible. But even there are people amongst you who message me and say, "Sir, I applied for internship at LawSikho. I am not getting any responses." What can I say? Right? What can I say? Okay. Separate recruitment as well as training department. Everything costs money, Kanika. Hello. It costs money. Do you think they are going to spend so much money? Right? Why should they? What is the benefit? Okay. It is your problem, not their problem. So law firms aren't as well, but they'll only spend on those things which are helping them to earn more. If they open this kind of a 40 people internship selection department, who's going to pay them? Do you know how it is the salary of 40 people? It will be like, I don't know, like 20 lakhs at least per month. Why will they spend? They won't even spend one. If you tell them that, okay, spend 1 lakh per month for internship management and they're earning 10 crores in a year, they'll say, हाँ ठीक है यार, okay, no problem. 1 lakh कोई बात नहीं. But even then, people don't even want to spend 1 lakh. Why should they spend 1 lakh? They can just get in. How does it matter? It's not like the intern is such a critical function that they'll spend 1 lakh per month, which is 12 lakhs, right? In a year. Okay. So your expectations are unrealistic, right? Why not give this money to some good interns as stipend instead of giving it to somebody to select interns, right? Okay. So how are they selecting? So they explained, for example, this AZB, he was actually a lawyer at AZB, and then he shifted to, so he's a lawyer himself, but he wanted to do more HR and he shifted, and he explained to us that this is why we prefer to go to top law firms, top law colleges, and ask them to recommend their best students, right? And that is how they are selecting, which is why it has become such a situation, especially for large law firms, right? So this is the scenario. You have to take the reality into account, right? Now at LawSikho, we also have this problem. We also want our students to get into the top law firms. So what can we do for that, right? For associates, they are selecting, but even then, associates, it's fine. They want to limit the number of people they have to interview. They want to limit the number of people they want to speak with, right? They want to limit the number. They don't want to deal with thousands of people. It's enough if they can interview 20 people and select one. So they naturally they rely a lot on recommendations. Okay, now you understand why recommendations are very important. Not unprofessional recommendations. Not like, अरे मेरे भतीजी को एक internship दिला दो. Even that works sometimes because people are exchanging favors. Like, what is networking? Networking is exchanging of favors. I do your favor for you, you'll do a favor for me, right? So that works sometimes. But also what works brilliantly is a professional recommendation. I have seen so many times, it is a favor if I recommend a good person to you to be your junior or as an intern or whatever. If I recommend a very good person, it's a favor I am doing for you. People appreciate it. Okay, that, oh, you send me a great guy, he has done so much good work for me, I can't thank you enough. Do you have more people like this? Please send more people, right? So people are always referring to each other, and referrals and recommendations are very critical for getting hired. Now, once I wrote about this on LinkedIn, and one guy came and said, this is bullshit, this should not be required, this is unfair, I want to create a world where this would not be required, I don't need recommendation of anyone. I'm like, okay, sure, go ahead, but this is not how the world is functioning right now. If you want to live in a world where people look at your CV and select you, I don't know by what margin, what is the reputation that you have that people will select you over others? If you can come up with an answer, then go ahead. Until then, networking is here, recommendation is here, referrals are here, right? Especially in a market like this, when the job market is so bad, I have talked about this before also, recommendations become super important. Why they become so important? Because people don't even want to put out a invitation for hiring. Okay, if today I put out one thing for hiring, that we are hiring a lawyer at LawSikho, right? Suddenly there will be, thousands of applications, and then everybody expects that we will reply to their application. If you don't reply, they'll keep sending us mails, right? Every day that, sir, have you seen my this thing? And it feels bad. Nobody likes to disappoint other people, right? And is it possible for us to coordinate with so many people? So we'd prefer to hire through our own network. We'll ask, there are already 100 people working in this company. We'll just send out a message to everyone saying that, do you know somebody like this who is fit for this? Then recommend. right? And they'll recommend the people they have worked with. Maybe they have seen an intern, maybe they know some friend, maybe they know somebody from their circles, and they'll also try to recommend somebody who will be a good fit, right? So this is there. In fact, people have started offering referral bonuses to people who refer. Okay, so if you refer a good person, the company or the law firm will pay you some money, that okay, you have referred as a good person who has been hired and been working with us for 3 months, performance is good, we will, as a gratitude, will pay you some reward or something like that. This also happens. This is a real thing in the world. Okay, you can check this. This happens, right? Sometimes they are even giving people iPhones and MacBooks as gift if they have helped them to hire someone good. So this is a real thing. Okay. All right. So basically, I am saying that you need to tap into these networks and you need to have some credibility that people will refer you. Okay. So are you guys with me? Now I'm going to start my presentation. If you guys are ready. Are you guys ready? If you are ready, say yes. I'll start my presentation. Anybody wants me to start my presentation? Yes, no, maybe. Yeah. Let's go. Boom, Rishabh. Yes. All right. So I'm going to show you the way to break free from this problem. We described the problem very well, but now is the time to see how to get out of this problem, right? What is going on? No, presentation is not working. Just give me 1 second. The presentation doesn't seem to be opening. Okay, now it's okay. Let's start this. How can you impress any lawyer in the world and get an internship, right? And this includes international lawyers. This works anywhere. And by the way, this is universal, doesn't work only with lawyers. It will even work with non-lawyers. So if you want to intern with a very famous journalist, or if you want to intern with an academician, or if you want to intern with a Nobel laureate author for that matter, right? Anything works. Like I had written a story on how I interned with Ramchandra Guha, one of the most famous historians and best-selling author in India. You guys heard of Ramchandra Guha? Yes? Who is he? Do you know any books written by him? Have you heard of any book written by him? Yeah? Anyone? What about the people on Patriots and Partisans? India after Gandhi? Very good. Very good. Okay? Very well. So I actually interned with Ramchandra Guha, and I got a lot of work from him, translated books and diaries and newspaper articles from archives. Okay. And really, it was a very rewarding experience. Got to learn so much about Gandhi while doing this research. And, I'm going to tell you how to, a corner of a foreign field. Very nice. Okay. So getting an internship is a stepping stone to the career you want. Okay. If you need to think, a lot of people don't understand what is the purpose of an internship. They think internship is like an extracurricular activity, like mooting karna hi hai if you're a law student. I say internship karna hai, right? And they are thinking that internship is like, I don't know, you need good marks in class, like that you need to do some good internships. And they're always chasing, that's why they're also chasing always brand names. Okay. It's like so many people, even who are, I hope many of you are already LawSikho students. There are so many LawSikho students, we don't know how to deal with them. They are saying that if I get an internship in a big law firm, I'll do it. Otherwise, I'll not do it. What is wrong with you? Okay, you don't understand what is an internship. That's why you think like that, right? Now, before I proceed further, I want to just check with you guys. What do you think? I want you to take a minute and just write down in the chat, what is the purpose of internship in your mind? Why do you want to do internships? What is the big deal about internship? What if you do an internship, what will happen? Okay, let the thought process come out, right? What is the internship? What is the purpose of an internship? Okay, many people think that internship is a place where to learn things. They will go there and learn. Someone will teach them in the internship. Does that really happen ever? Okay. Then there are people who think that internship is a place where they will, learn whether they like a field or not. Like they want to, they don't know if they will like a certain area of work, and they're like, if I do this internship, I'll figure out if I really like it or not. Right? Learning by doing under experts. Okay, very good. So you guys write down all the things that come to your mind. Okay, I'll actually give you a minute to think about all the purposes you can think of. Someone is saying it's to get practical experience, real life learning experience, to have a good CV to get a job after graduation, to get a practical understanding of the law. Okay, very nice. How many of you have actually done internships? CV hungry, work experience. Okay. And in the internship, did you get practical exposure, practical knowledge? Yes, no, maybe. What practical thing did you learn in an internship? Many people are clear that, yeah, I did not learn. But some of you think you actually got practical learning from your internship. Either you don't know what is the practical learning, or you interned with an angel who was willing to, how much time they even spend with you that somebody will teach you and give you practical experience in an internship. This is one of the biggest disconnects. People are thinking that, and the colleges are telling them that you need to do internship to get practical experience, practical knowledge. Whereas the lawyer doesn't have any time for you to actually teach you anything. Or they are not looking for people who will come and just observe them. They are looking for people who can perform. If they are spending even 1 hour, then we are blessed. Nobody spends 1 hour. If they spend 15 minutes, you are blessed. Right? You take up and perform. Right? So it's a place to perform. So 𝗶𝗺𝗻𝗍 is right. Internship is not a place to observe. It is not a place to learn. It is a place to perform. Okay? And people think that it is a place where they're going to learn something. Okay? Even in a job, they'll not teach you. Still in a job, they know that they are going to be around for a while, right? Just think about it. Why will they spend even 15 minutes a day with you? Unless they have some extra spare time. Okay? They are already busy. If they are not busy, they need to find work. What use are you useful for them? That is the first question. If you're going to do something for them, that's going to help them. That's a different thing. Otherwise, they're not interested in you. And if you're going to be there for a month, right? A lot of people want to intern only for a month. So if you're going to intern for a month, it's like you're a tourist. You will come and you will go away. Why are they going to spend their, valuable time teaching you that you're going to go away and go somewhere else? You are only thinking about yourself. If you're thinking a lawyer in an internship will teach you something, you're super selfish. And you are like, no, you are entitled that, oh, no, somebody should teach me. Why should they teach you? What is in it for them? I don't take that for granted. I believe that if it is always quid pro quo and it makes sense to do that. Okay. So let's see. First of all, you need to realize that just getting an internship is not enough. A lot of people are thinking of just getting an internship. Once you get an internship, the goal is to exceed expectations in a way that you can get further opportunities. What are those opportunities, right? Do you get this? Once you get an internship, the goal is to exceed expectations in a way that you can get further opportunities. And no, it is not just getting a job. Okay, all of you are thinking that, just have to get a job. No. Number one, call back internships. I did an internship. I did such a fantastic job that they asked me to extend my internship. Or they call me back for another internship. Only then you are doing a good job. Yeah, once I was talking to one guy and I asked him, so do you think I've done a good job in the intern? He's not getting it. He's like, I have interned with 3 good law firms, but nobody gave me a job. I said, oh, okay. So how was your internship? He's like, very good. The associate said it was amazing. I said, acha, it was amazing, very good. So did you ask for an extension that can I do another internship or can I continue extend my internship by 15 days? Did you ask? He said, yes, I asked. And they said, no, we want to give even other people opportunity to intern. What does it mean to you? He thinks he has done a good job in the internship. What do you think? Okay. Are Baba, you have to understand that lawyers don't want to be nasty to you, right? You are a young lawyer. They want to be nice with you, right? They will not say, yaar Kanika, your work is not good. They are like, ha, intern hai, kya karega? It's okay. We are also like this when we are interns, right? But you should be at least getting callback internship. If you are useful, if you are good, okay, they'll at least say, ha, you can do another internship with us. We really liked you, right? Which year we have to start internship? From first year. You can start even before first year. Why should you delay it? What is the benefit of doing internship later on, right? The more you do, the better opportunities you get. I'll explain to you. You should get paid assignments after the internship, right? Even if you're not going to continue internships, will the lawyer give you some work ongoingly? That acha ye draft karte raho, ye research karte raho, something or the other. Is it possible? You should continue to get paid assignments. In a very big law firm, it will not be possible. In a very big company, it won't be possible. But all small and medium places, it is very much possible. Either or even other people. Like I interned with Ramchandra Guha. Even I went and met him in Bangalore. Sometime later, he said, come and meet me. I went and met him. He again gave me some work and he gave me a check saying that, okay, do this also. Every time I met him, he gave me some work. He used to call me and give me work also. Every time he'll have to translate some or research something from Bengali, he'll give me. So if you have done a good job, then people will continue to give you work. Okay. It is necessary. If they forget about it, Kanika, then what is the use of doing that internship? That is why you have to be so good that they will not forget. If they are forgetting, then you are forgettable. If a lot of other good interns are there and you are just at their part, then it is of no use. You might as well not do that internship. Go do internship somewhere else where you will stand out. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to be in a place like, let's say, in a large law firm, right? There will be 100 interns coming every month, or 30 interns coming every month, 20 interns coming every month. How many of them are going to get a job or a callback internship? 1, 2, 3, 4, not more than that. So out of 100 people, you have to be that one memorable person. Can you do that? If you can't do that, not going to work. Recommendations for the next big opportunity. Okay. Maybe you intern with a small lawyer. Maybe you interned with a small law firm. They can recommend you to somebody bigger, some bigger law firm, some other. Maybe they have no place to hire. They will refer you to other places. And this is how, I believe that even if you can't get into a big law firm because you are from not that kind of a law school or whatever, If nothing else, it is possible simply by recommendation. You intern with one lawyer, they loved your work and they can't hire you. They will refer you to another place where they can hire you, where they can give you bigger or better opportunities. It happens all the time. It has happened to me. It has happened to others also. Assessment internship. You want to land an assessment internship. Assessment internship is an internship where they have agreed beforehand that if you do well in this internship, they will give you a job. How can you get an assessment internship? Very important. Your internship should lead to at least an assessment internship. Even job interview. Okay. It should lead to a job interview. You have done such a phenomenal work, they take a job interview and hire you. This is very, very important. These are the things you want out of your internship. If you don't get this, then you may as well not do those internships. It is a waste of time. Now, how many of you honestly tell me have been wasting your time doing internships where none of these things are happening? Be honest, right? Yes, if you have been wasting your time where you are doing internship, but none of these results are coming. And if you are actually able to get a result on any of these, just write no. So we can recognize that you are able to get it. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't matter virtual, physical. The point is that you have to add value so much that they don't want to let you go. They see you as an asset. They realize that you are a useful resource and they are ready to help you in return. If you are not adding value, then it will not work. You got a call back. Fida mine, very good. So then you are doing the right thing. Kanika got an internship via recommendation. So that's great. So you have done such a good job in one internship that they are ready to refer you to another internship, right? Very good. So it does not matter which college you went to. By the way, it doesn't matter if you went to NLU or you went to some other college. It does not matter what your academic record is. You might be the last person in your batch also, right? One of my seniors, now a partner at Trilegal, okay, he was last in your batch. And when he got hired, people actually talked about it, that the last person in the batch got hired. And later he became partner also. It doesn't matter your academic record. You know why he got that job? He would have never got that job based on his academic record. But he kept interning in the same law firm again and again and again, got identified by one of the very good partners, and that made his career, right? So it does not matter what your academic record is. If you do good internships, the right internships in which you perform can ensure that you start your career with a bang. But this is the thing, in which you perform. Okay, if you have been doing internships and not able to perform, then it's not like suddenly you'll do one internship one day and you'll start performing, right? I used to run a program called Dream Job Bootcamp. Okay, so in LawSikho, a few years back, I used to offer a money back guarantee. I used to charge people 50,000 bucks, and I used to tell them, okay, you come to my office for 3 months, which is now not possible anymore because of COVID. All these things got shut down. Money back guarantee to people who are not finding a job, that if they just follow what I ask them to do, I will ensure that they get a job. Okay. And internship, forget, I'm not talking about internship, I'm talking about job. Dream Job Bootcamp with money back guarantee. If you don't get a job, I'll return your money, provided you do what I've asked you to do. I was able to place one after another law graduate through this program who otherwise were not getting job on their own. I had a very simple method back then, which I'm going to tell you. Okay, it has evolved a lot. Like today, the method I'll show you is based on that method, but it has evolved further from there. But also, here is the warning for you guys. The problem with good advice is that most people can't believe that it works and they do not follow it, right? I have people, I have students, I have clients who have got the same advice, have applied and have got fantastic results. And there are those people who have not applied it. Okay. So many people I have told, just do this, it will work. They just don't do it. Okay. Can you guess why people don't follow good advice? Have you ever given good advice to people and they did not forget? They did not actually apply it. Does it happen to you a lot? Yeah. Yeah. Not only that, they see things around you, so they have certain perceptions कि बाकी तो कोई ऐसे नहीं कर रहा है, तो मैं करूंगा तो कैसे काम करेगा? If nobody else is doing this, why should I do this? Right? अरे hello, if everybody did this, it will not work, right? The advice works because everybody does not do it. Everybody writes emails, 80,000 mails goes to the law firm. That's why it doesn't work. No. If everybody was doing it, then how the hell will it work? Have you ever thought of this? Okay. You have to do something which other people are not doing, but it's sensible to do, but other people are still not doing it. If you do that, you will get results. Okay. Watching a cricket match is often easier than hustling for your future. How many of you today watched cricket match yesterday, today have been watching India-Australia match, but did not do anything to take care of your future? Yes, no. Yeah. Just think about it. Do you have time to watch Netflix but not work on stuff that really matters? That is the state of most of the people. So what is the method? Let me jump into the method, but I am telling you this so you actually go home and implement, because if you implement, you will realize it works. I first used it for a student. It's not a student, he was my client, he was my student. I should call them clients. He was fired from 2 jobs back to back. So when he came to us, he was a law student. He got a job, his first job. Then he was fired from his first job after 6 months, got another job, again fired after 6 months, and then came to me after he was not getting any interviews, nothing. Because after that, people could figure out that he has been fired. Like if he sent me his CV saying that, sir, I need your help with finding a job. I looked at his CV, I said, you got fired from 2 jobs, didn't you? And he's like, yes. How did you know? I'm like, obvious. It is very obvious on your CV, and that is why nobody is calling you for an interview anymore. So he said, okay, what do I do? I said, okay, let's try this. Okay. What you do is you come to my office every day for the whole day. You don't have a job, no problem. Okay. You come to my office every day. Okay. And every day you have to write 2 articles. That back then I was very harsh. Like I used to give people harder targets. Now I have realized that people cannot do this, so I give them less target. But then it was 2 articles a day. And my interns also used to write 2 articles a day. I said, you have to write 2 articles a day. I am giving you the topics. For 15 days, you have to write 2 articles a day, and it was all related to general corporate, something that in-house counsel in corporate role will find relevant. Okay. And because that was where he was trying, because he said, I'm not liking working in law firms, it is too harsh and all of that. I want to work in an in-house counsel team. I said, okay, we'll make it work. You have 1 year of experience now, it's possible. So you write 2 articles a day. So the articles were like, very relevant from that perspective. And in 15 days, you have to write 30 articles and you will get a job. And he's like, how is this possible? I say, I don't care. You come to office. If you trust me, you come. Otherwise, don't waste my time. He said, okay, I trust you. I'll come. I'll do. He starts coming. It's the first time I applied this principle, right? And even I have a little bit of hesitation, but I know it should work. So let's see. He comes. First day, he writes 2 articles. I spend some time correcting it. That time I used to have a little more time. I was handling a smaller organization. Second day, third day, fourth day, 7th day, 6th day, he said, sir, tomorrow I will come in the second half, because first half I have got another interview. Okay. In-house counsel is a lawyer who works in a company. In-house department, in-house legal department. The counsel, not council, counsel. So he goes for the interview, finishes the interview, calls me back saying that, sir, I got it. And he's really happy, sir, I got the job. I said, wow, what happened? And he's like, sir, for the first time, I sat down an interview, and there were like, for 6 days, he has written 12 articles, right? So there are 12 topics I could talk about non-stop. Okay. There are 12 topics about which I could talk non-stop. And once I started speaking, they were very impressed and they hired me. Okay. Simply the fact that you have written on 12 articles, 6 days back to back, and on 7th day you're appearing for an interview, your brain has already changed. I have had people who have done this and then they have gone back and started topping in their class because their ability to process information and write, everything changes when you write regularly. It changes your brain. It's incredible, but it is true. So, yeah, so I already told you the story. On the 7th day, he got a job. So you can get a job with this. Getting an internship is not difficult at all. But this was, like I said, initial method, which was unrefined. Now I'm going to tell you a more refined method that I follow. Okay. I hope you use this method to get internship with elite lawyers around the world. By the way, like it's not even limited to India. You can get internship with lawyers in other countries, especially virtual internship. I'm not saying you can go and work there, but virtual internships you can get with lawyers around the world. Okay. And definitely in India. Okay. Step 1, decide what you want to do. So first you have to choose an area of interest, right? You can't say, I'll do everything. I'll do shipping law also. I'll do arbitration also. I will do securities law also. I'll do IP law also. It doesn't work, right? You need to build up some expertise in some area and focus on one area to get results, right? So please choose an area of interest. It doesn't matter what you choose, something that fascinates you, just choose it. Okay, you can always change it later on. After getting some success, you can change it and get into something else if you don't like it. But it is very bad idea to not do anything at all and wait for things, right? Okay, so second, identify, I hope you're writing down these steps. Identify the leading lawyers in that area of law. Make a list. Okay, I say that make a list of 30 lawyers you want to impress over the next 6 months. Okay, it may not take 6 months, but make a list of 30 lawyers in that area. Okay, it need not be only the biggest famous lawyers. You can do that also, but try to include some people who are mid-level, some people who are like principal associates, senior associates also. They can also help you. Remember this. Start following them on social media if they will not accept your request to add them on LinkedIn. Okay, they may not, because you are just a law student and they may not find you relevant to add to their network, right? You can't blame them for that. So start following them at least. If they will not add you, follow them. Okay. Even for me, if you try to add me on LinkedIn, I'll not accept it simply because I can have only 30,000 connections on LinkedIn. And I have already crossed that. Any country, Kshitij, any country. I have already crossed that. Now I cannot add any more people, but if you follow me, you're welcome to do so, right? But I can't add everyone to my network anymore. I've added enough people. Now it is more than 30. I have more than 40,000 followers and I can't add people anymore, right? So if you cannot add them as connect, at least you follow them. Okay, because if you follow them, you will start seeing their, first you can go through their older posts, then you can see that whenever they post, if they have a good post, it will show up on your LinkedIn, right? Even on Twitter, you can see what they are posting, what they are tweeting. Okay, comment on them with amazing insights or sensible questions that generate discussions, not cliched comments that just praise, not like very nice post, oh so amazing, not like that, right? Commenting for reach, not like that. Read their posts and add some value there with some amazing insights or questions that generate sensible questions, not stupid questions that generate discussion. Do not go and attack them, then it will backfire, right? Don't go have arguments with them. Okay, that will be stupid, right? So you can do this on LinkedIn, you can do this on Twitter, and like I said, anybody from the world, right? You can say that, okay, I'm interested in legal tech. Who are the best legal tech experts around the world? I will impress them in this way. You can. Why not? Okay. Step 5. Try to find on what they're working on these days. There may be some clues on this on their social media, what they're working on these days. They might have mentioned somewhere on their blog, on their LinkedIn, somewhere, right? It may have Instagram, it may have been reported in news, or perhaps you can see the cause list of courts where they appear. So if you know this guy appears in Supreme Court or in Delhi High Court or some other court, okay, even a foreign court, most of the courts have their cause list publicly. Do you know what is the cause list? What are the cases being argued that day? Or even you can go to the Delhi High Court website and find, let's say, what cases are being argued by a certain lawyer. Okay, you can even see what, if you cannot see the current cases, I advise that you should find current cases. But if you cannot find current cases, you can also find older cases that they have argued that have been reported judgment recently. Okay, not every court keeps an eye. What do you mean, Kanika? Be clear. You didn't understand. Updated database. Are some data jahan pe nahi hai, but lot of people have something, right? Delhi High Court has, Supreme Court has, Bombay High Court has, Calcutta High Court has, many other courts have, European courts will have it, American courts will have it. Jahan pe nahi hai, usko chhod do, right? So, you know, when you go through a cause list, you will be able to see what are the matters they are arguing on, correct? Then you can read out more about the matter. Okay, what is the issue here? Is an arbitration award being challenged? Can it become a landmark case? Is it a very different case? There are a lot of cases like that. Please talk in English. I am speaking in English only. Am I speaking in some other language? Sometimes maybe one or two lines of Hindi. Please bear with me. That is for the effect. Okay, so so if possible, even go to their hearings and hear what they are arguing about. It is also a great idea, right? Corporate lawyers, you cannot do that, right? You cannot have a cause list or you cannot hear them argue, but you can see, have they given a lecture somewhere? You can listen to the lecture they have given recently. What are the points they are making there? Have they written an article? Have they done a certain deal that has been reported in the media or somewhere, right? So you have to find that out. After that, what do? You should be writing articles on those topics. Now you're getting my point. So initially you were just writing any articles that guy had asked him to write. Now you're writing articles for specific people to impress them on those topics. Can we attend court cases these days on Zoom? Yeah, this is a challenge actually. I mean, if you're interning with a lawyer, you might be able to figure out how to attend. There will be different systems. Gujarat High Court is live streaming their hearing. Okay, there will be other ways. Figure out some way, right? I mean, I can't say really. And you don't have to hear every hearing. You just have to hear some. Write articles on those topics, questions of law, or comprehensive articles that challenge their viewpoint or support their viewpoint. Okay, imagine. Step 7, share these articles with those lawyers. It is easy to find email IDs of lawyers who work at big law firms. Law firms have all their partners, associates, everybody's ID publicly available on their website. If they're in-house counsels, it won't be on a website, but it is easy to guess their emails. And by the way, there are enough softwares, enough systems to find out email ID of people. Okay, you just have to find out how to get those 30 lawyers. You should have their email IDs. You can tweet, you can send them LinkedIn messages also. Okay, you can do whatever, but mails are preferable. Okay, why are mails preferable? Because mails tend to land in their inbox and they tend to open it. They may not open their Twitter for days or their LinkedIn for days. Okay, they may be having too many messages in their LinkedIn, but their email box normally people are not mailing them. And if you send a good email, sensible mail, not weird, irritating mails, right? With a good comment or a good article explaining why he should read the article, that it came to my notice that you are arguing this matter or you did this kind of a deal before, and I wrote on these points and I thought you might find this relevant. Here is the link of the article or whatever I attached in this thing, and there is a chance that they'll read it. Make sure that you are not sending them some crappy, banal, juvenile articles with tons of mistakes or fundamental flaws, posting it on your own LinkedIn profile as an article and then sharing link. No. Okay, if you are not even able to get it a decent publication to publish it, then why should they waste time reading this, right? So first get it published in a decent place, then share the link or even the PDF version of it, right? And if you are writing a bad article with tons of mistakes, that will backfire, you will get blocked, and basically you are teaching them that they should never hire you. Okay, so make sure that you are doing it right. If you do it badly, then it will just have a terrible effect on your career, not a good effect. Okay, you are becoming memorable for the wrong reason. Step 8, keep reaching out. Once or twice is unlikely to cut ice. Chances are high that they may miss your communication altogether. Do not keep spamming them also, right? Reaching out once a week, once or two, with 1 or 2 articles is fantastic. Well received articles you have written is great. Like, just send 1 or 2 a week, well received articles, not nonsense articles, right? Which articles have been praised by your people, like, people who read it and they said, yeah, this is good. It actually, you managed to publish it somewhere and people are liking it. So writing 1 or 2 articles in a week is no big deal. You should be able to do it if you don't watch Netflix and don't watch cricket. If you just give that time to writing an article, you'll be able to, right? And respecting their personal space, of course, right? If you are an overbearing, irritating person, it's not going to work. But at the same time, you cannot say, oh, he did not respond to my mail, I can't send him any more mails. No, send 1 mail a week, following up. Don't even follow up, send another article, right? And with value, make sure you're adding value. You're not sending things which are not adding value, not that, right? However, writing a lot of comments on their every post. So if they're frequently posting on social media, which many good lawyers don't, that old school lawyers are not posting so much on social media. But if they are, then writing a lot of comments on their every post, on the other hand, is a great way to stay in their radar. Okay, you can even come up with other ways. Like, for example, they argued something in a certain matter, right? You can simply take that, summarize and publish that. Okay, for example, 𝗶𝗆𝗀𝗀𝗃𝗃's arguments in this case, summarized and published, right? So, and you put it on your LinkedIn, right? So then it is possible that it will get attention of 𝗶𝗆𝗀𝗀𝗃 and he might be impressed with what you have done, right? Step 9, what we are aiming for is this. They see your articles and are amazed by the quality of your arguments. You may have thought of a you may have thought of a point they did not think of, a legal point, an argument, or some argument they think is a very smart one, may resonate with what you have written, right? This will impress them to a great extent. And I have seen this working wonders for people. Okay. Getting internships, getting jobs, fantastic. Step 10, be humble, be grateful for every opportunity. Some students become cocky or behave irresponsibly at this point, ruining their own chances. Okay. Next step in your career is to make the best of this opportunity by proving your worth, so that you can get all the other things we discussed before, right? What are those things? Callback internships, paid assignments, right? Referrals, recommendations, right? Job interviews, all of that. Okay. So did you understand these steps? Now I'm going to tell you something very critical next. But did you understand these steps? Everybody clear? If you are clear about these 10 steps I explained, right? Yes, all 10 is clear. If not, then ask whichever step is not clear. Super. So do you think you can follow these steps? Which one will be the most difficult step for you to follow? Writing articles will be difficult. Repeating 8 will be difficult. Follow-up will be difficult. Putting the effort will be difficult. That's honest, Mitesh. Being honest is a step 1. commenting relevant stuff on their post. Most difficult is starting. Very good, Jinnatu. That's very smart. Starting is the difficult thing. Once you start, what you do it the first time, second time, third time, it becomes easier and easier. Networking each week. In none of these steps, I said you have to network every week. Kanika, don't invent steps. In which step was there networking? Maintaining consistency, finding the right people. I'm very suspicious of people for some reason. That's nice, Sukriti. What is the downside? What are you afraid of, suffering anyway? If you do all this, is there any risk? Articles not getting published and rejected. So you have to improve the quality of your articles, Swam Siddha. If they are not good enough, you have to improve, right? What is the region, right? You have to write good enough so that it is published. Otherwise, what will happen? I will have one bad experience and I'll hate law. Then doesn't work like this, right? So why did I ask you to make a list of 30 lawyers? Because maybe out of those 30 lawyers, 10 will turn out to be assholes. Still, there will be 5 who will be amazing, right? Now, if you want 100% strike rate, that I will connect with one lawyer and that lawyer has to be amazing. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. There's a high chance that shit will happen and one lawyer you work with will turn out to be bad. That's why somebody was saying, which year should I start? You should start as soon as possible. Yeah, you have to start as soon as possible so that you have enough time over the years to find the good ones, right? You just need 1 or 2 or 3 amazing mentors, amazing lawyers. You don't need all 30 to be amazing. Out of these 30, you just need 1 or 2 or 3. As first year, what can we do in internships? As fifth year, what can you do in internships? You think as fifth year, you will be learning a lot of law and you will be amazing because you know so much law that you will be fantastic in workplace? It doesn't work like that, Susha. What can you do? You have to figure out, you have to learn, you have to develop those skills, you have to prepare so that you can perform in your internship. Otherwise, this doesn't work. None of these steps will work if you have no quality, if you don't know stuff, if you don't have knowledge, if you don't have ability to get stuff done, then how will it help you? Everything will backfire only. Everything will backfire. Nothing will work. Okay. So let's move to the next point. A lot of you are asking that, how do I make sure I do well in my internship and all of that, right? How will you do that? Good question. So let's go into that. Okay. One of my students who bombed her assessment in internship in Delhi. I told you good story so far. Let me tell you a bad story. Who wants to hear this story? Yes, no. Should I skip this story? My friend is still a junior advocate for the past 15 years because he doesn't have enough knowledge and skills. And he thought his senior will teach him. That's why this is the situation. Story. Okay, did I? So basically, of course, I don't want to take anybody's name, but this was another student in my this thing. What do you call the boot camp program? Okay, the dream job boot camp, and she hadn't got any job for 2 years, and she came to us that you help me to get a job, and she was a smart one. Okay, she's a smart, very smart, writes well, wrote fantastic articles. I was super impressed. That very good. Okay. Now, okay, so but she was not consistent. Okay, so she will work for 15 days, 1 month, and then disappear for 1 month, then come again for 1 month, then disappear for 1 month, and whatever. She was having some trouble. We tried to still help her. So finally, because she writes such good articles, I shared these with some of my friends, and she wanted internship in big law firms, but big law firms were not hiring. We tried, it was not working. So I said, okay, why not start from a small law firm? So she went to the small law firm, and it is because it's a very good law firm. My friend, I introduced her saying that please take a look. These are the articles she has written. She's good, and such is luck. After She bombed the internship. My friends refused to believe that these articles were written by her. She's like, you don't know, maybe she was getting somebody else to write these articles. I don't think so. I have seen her writing, so I believe she wrote them. But literally, the lawyer was saying afterwards that this must have been written by someone else. You have been taken for a ride. So these are the things you don't do. For example, demanding that the person extending an internship tell you if they'll hire you at the end of this internship and how much they will pay you. What do you think? They don't need to hire you. They don't need to give you any assurance. You're not entitled to anything, right? The idea is that you go and work with them and you impress them so that they want to hire you, right? Otherwise, why should they hire you? Do you guys think like this, that before I work somewhere, and not only you have to realize, even your parents might tell you such things that, "Are, tum to free mein kaam kar rahe ho. What what will your, how do you know what will you get after this? Maybe this person is exploiting you." What is exploitation? If you don't know, I mean, if you want opportunities, you work for free. Otherwise, you take whatever job people are willing to give you, right? If you are getting great jobs, then take it, right? Why are you? Do you realize? Do you realize that what is the job problem? Like, how many people in your college who graduated this year have actually got a job? Do you know? Have you seen how many people are out of jobs? Even people who graduated 1 year before that, people are going to, all these various kind of litigation jobs where, or whatever jobs, they are not getting paid anything at all. I am not saying that keep working for unpaid job. I am saying be very good, then go to a good place, showcase your work, create such an impression that they want to hire you. If you are useful, then they themselves cannot let you go. Please realize, right? You have to be so good. If you want the best opportunities, you have to be so good that they want you. They cannot afford to let you go. Okay? Unless you do something unethical or you are a really bad person, they might still let you go, even if you are a superstar. But you want to be a superstar so that it is in there. I have seen people creating vacancies when there is no vacancy because they have come across such a good intern. They don't want to lose this person, right? Are you that good? But what happens is, what I advise you is that take the risk on yourself, that I am so good, I'll come and perform here. Of course, you need to shortlist those kind of people who will actually appreciate your work, not the kind of people who will take advantage of you, right? But if somebody takes advantage of you for 1 month, 2 months, you can always walk out and go and repeat this somewhere else. This is a better way to find a better paying job and better opportunity, right? Especially for people who are not getting it otherwise. Okay, so these things don't work. Demanding that the person extending an internship tell you if they're going to hire you at the end and how much they'll pay you, right? Sorry, this is very bad way to start. Not doing a great job if you are given some work. Even if you ask that question is okay, they might say okay, whatever. Not doing a great job if you are given some work is doesn't cut it. And she did that. Unprofessional behavior, right? She would stop coming. She would not pick up calls. She would just get out of office saying that now I need to get out. I am not feeling well, whatever. If you say I'm not feeling well, nobody's going to stop you. Okay, it is a get out of jail card. But then if you do it regularly, then they are going to say, if you are so unwell, then I don't think you're a good fit here, right? So you have to figure out, you have to take care of your own health so that you can work properly and you don't have to go home early every day. Now that lawyer does not hire anyone who is referred from us. So if I refer anybody to that person because of this one bad experience, he'll not hire anymore, right? This is what the situation is. So what I'm saying is that even if you do all this and get an internship by writing great articles, impressing them, after that, if you are not able to add value to that person, your internship will be like this, right? Not only bad behavior, but it can also be that you are not able to add value because you don't know how to. Many of you are thinking this, right? Aren't you thinking this? That how will I add value? Right? Anand Roy saying, I was a software test engineer from 2004 to 2019. I got a strong passion for law. Now I'm pursuing LLB at this age of 42. Why? Because the most common. Okay, interesting. Good to have you here, Anand. So please plan how you will add value. And if you're worried about how will you add value, that's a good thing. That's a starting place. At least you're worrying about this. Most people thought, oh, I got an internship. Now they will teach me what to do. Oh, hello. Which world are you in? Okay. They're bombing their internships like this. Nobody owes you anything, right? Nobody owes you anything. You go, you are an intern, you come, most of the time it is unpaid internship in law. Even if it is paid internship, they don't care if they're paying you 6,000, 10,000. They will entertain you and you'll go out soon. After that, what? Right? Every step has to be taken carefully. If you want to convert this into a job, if you want to convert this into a recommendation to a better place, if you want to, you have to really build relationships. You have to add value so that they are impressed by you. Every step has to be taken carefully. For example, if you have received an internship with a celebrated criminal lawyer or a top corporate lawyer, how will you add value? Do you have a plan? Do you have knowledge to go and really excel over there? Do you know the work they are doing? Yeah. For example, if you want to know if you will be able to add any value in a corporate law firm, please go and watch one webinar I did on what kind of work people do in corporate law firms. Yeah, what kind of work people do in corporate law firms. It is there on our YouTube channel. You can go and watch it. Just bought what, Kanika? Oh, cruise ride. Okay. It is not a cruise ride that I just bought a ticket and then went away on reaching a short destination. Very good example. Okay. So I did on M&A also that what work do M&A lawyers do. So you need to know like that. What do technology lawyers do? Learn the exact work and then learn how to add value over there as an intern. And this is my advice to you. Don't only learn what to do as an intern. Learn what to do as an associate. What is it that an associate does in that law firm? If you know that much, because you are aiming for the job of an associate. Okay. So if you're an intern and you know already as much as an associate, then you will be able to already excel. You will shine. All the other people would not match your knowledge, experience, or your skills. You will be heads and shoulders above everyone. This is what you should be aiming for. Can you draft contracts, for example? Right? So if it is a lawyer who's drafting a lot of contracts, or it's a team where a lot of contract drafting is there, can you do that? Right? Krishna Anand is asking, what do medical legal lawyers do? So if you're going to, first of all, there are very few medical legal lawyers in the country, maybe 10 or 12 or 20, okay, who are actually doing extensively medical legal work. They also do other work, because I am not aware of any exclusive medical legal work lawyer. Okay. Now, if you're doing there, then what? They will be appearing in consumer court. They will have matters before MCI, Medical Council of India. They might have matters before, civil courts also sometimes. So you have to learn those things, right? What work is being done? Consumer court, what kind of work? What kind of drafting is needed in consumer court, right? All of that. So do you know how to draft contracts? Do you know how to draft these things? If it is a criminal lawyer, do you know various kind of criminal applications, right? Do you know how to draft a bail application? Do you know there are so many different things in criminal law? Do you know those things? How to draft a protest petition, maybe? How to draft a appeal from a criminal order? How to draft for a interim bail application? So many different things are there. Sunit Muja is saying, I'm 31, I'm 2 years into practice and I'm depressed by the fact that how will I add value? Sumit, do not be depressed, because if this thought has come to your mind, you are on the right track. Because today you might be worried about this, that how will I add value? Keep thinking about it, and within 6 months, within 3 months, within a year, you will start seeing massive changes in your life. Because very few lawyers are out there who are actually thinking of this, that how do I add value in my workplace? How do I add value to my clients? And that is the biggest reason of their misery, right? If you have been thinking about this for the last 2 years, Sumit, then you will be giving a lecture also on how to manage this. You will not have to worry. Okay. Okay. So coming back. Okay. So you have to add value. You have to learn the work. Okay. Not only legal work, Some people are so snobbish, they don't want to do any other work. Can you help even with the admin work in the law firm? Admin work is a big headache for good lawyers, that how will the administration of this firm take place? Okay, can you help with business development? How will we get more clients? Maybe you are helping them with that. Maybe you are helping them to write articles, publish. Maybe you are helping them to arrange webinars. Maybe you are helping them to get some PR, get some coverage somewhere. Many things can be done to add value, not only legal work. Actually, legal work is the most obvious one. You should be able to do it. If you're not able to do it, it's a big problem. But you can also do a few other things. Okay. All right. Volunteer. Ask, sir, how can I add value? Observe and learn. Where do they need the most help? What do they appreciate the most? Where are they stuck? What are their problems? Volunteer to go and help. See how you can contribute there. Be useful. Otherwise, getting an internship will be of no use. Most people in this country are doing internship, wasting time, which is why people don't even want to take much internships. And also, I'll tell you a secret. Most of the lawyers don't know what to do with interns. Okay, they don't have a structured, well-planned internship program that they will be able to take some value out of the interns. The interns will also get value, they'll also get value. They don't have such plans. They're like interns are like furnitures in our office. They'll come and sit here, we'll give them some research work, some proofreading. They'll come and go, they'll read some files. We are not responsible beyond that. Help them with cost management. Sure, Ishika, if you are good at accounting, good at keeping books, you can offer to volunteer, like I said, right? If you are giving them value that, okay, this guy is not only doing legal stuff, but also helping me somewhere else. But you need to add legal value also, okay? Okay, so how can LawSikho help? LawSikho can completely change the game for you. Okay, how can we help? So for example, I want you to check out our contract drafting course. Let us check it out together. I'm going to show you this on the screen about the contract drafting course, and I'll explain to you how it can help you. Okay, how many of you are interested in that? If you're interested in that, just write yes. Not interested, write no. Okay, I'm going to show you. You are a student of the course. Awesome, David. Super. You can share your experience in the comments, that how this course have helped you or not helped you, anything. Okay. If it is reasonable fee, yes, Anand, don't worry. It will be very reasonable fee. Okay. Okay. So diploma in advanced contract drafting, negotiation and dispute resolution, enrollment closing in 27 days. We can go to the syllabus from here, but I'll show you. This is the price, guys, 36,600. By the way, it is endorsed by Government of India. You can see Skill India and Management, Entrepreneurship, Professional Skill Council, right? Under the Government of India, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Now let's move on, right? So I want you to read all these things later on, but let me show you the most important things, how to add value. All of you who are wondering how to add value, let me answer your questions. Okay. Imagine that if you know how to draft these contracts, just think if you will be able to add value then or not. Okay. List of contracts you will learn how to draft: general and commercial contracts. Okay. So these are things that you should be learning on draft: consultancy agreement, employment agreement, event management agreement, non-disclosure agreement, exclusivity agreement, memorandum of understanding, agency agreement, will, advisors agreement, trust deed, right? And there is a long list. I don't want to run you through everything, right? Articles of association, share purchase agreement, share subscription agreement, asset purchase agreement, business transfer agreement, right? Then intellectual property related agreements. And there are 100 agreements, guys, 100 agreements, okay? So this is a long list, as you can see, right? Deed of novation, variation amendment agreement, side letters, interim agreement, change order, gift deed, all of these things, right? Now, who should take this course? Oh, that you see later. I want to show you something else. Where will this be useful? Right? Let us take a look. Knowledge of contract drafting, negotiation, and dispute resolution cuts across almost all areas of legal work. if you're a master of contract drafting, you're definitely going to do very well in your legal career, no matter your chosen area of practice. Whether you want to work at law firms, in-house legal departments in companies, or litigate in the court, learning contract drafting is extremely beneficial. There is a great opportunity to build independent practice through contract drafting as clients trust you. They come back to you when they have disputes. So even if you're a practicing lawyer in litigation, this is relevant for you, especially if you're not earning enough money. This is a great opportunity to build independent practice through contract drafting as clients see your contract and your drafting and get exposure to your advice. They come back to you later when they have disputes. Contract drafting has a low barrier to entry as clients trust younger and junior lawyers with drafting as opposed to disputes. If you are trying to get litigation straight away, it's much harder, because when they already have a major litigation or a big problem, they want to go to somebody. Imagine, like, if you have a fever, you might go to a young doctor, but if you have a brain surgery, will you go? No. So contract drafting, it's not such an emergency matter. They are willing to try out with a junior lawyer, especially if they are getting a reasonable pricing for that, right? So there is a tremendous opportunity with respect to contract drafting, not only in big metros, but also in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. There are LPOs, technology platforms also, that hire hundreds of lawyers to draft agreements. As more Indians are becoming formal from informal sector, the demand for contract drafting, negotiation, and dispute resolution is steadily on the rise. Things have really changed after this pandemic. Have you realized how many businesses are trying to go online? Earlier, they were all operating in the shadows, don't even register a company, don't even do anything, and doing all dealings in black, in cash. Suddenly, they are becoming formal. They are having to register their company there, because if you want to operate online, if you're going to sell on Amazon, can you do it in black? Not possible. If you want to sell on Flipkart, Snapdeal, e-commerce, is it possible? No, you have to be in white. Yes or no, guys? Do you realize it is a huge shift? Okay. Thousands and thousands of businesses are coming online, tens of thousands, and they all suddenly need all these legal services, and including contract drafting. Suddenly, there is going to be a spurt in demand of contract drafting. Do you realize what I'm talking about? Okay. Now imagine this is needed. I have a bunch of things, but I'm not going to read everything. I'm just telling you that imagine this is needed by all the lawyers out there who are going to service this. And if you're going to intern also, or you're going to practice someday, this is golden opportunity. This is a skill which will make sure you have a lot of opportunities. Okay. Okay. These are all the industries. Every industry needs contract drafting. There is no industry that does not need it. Okay. Now I'll tell you how the course works. The course is not limited to a provision by provision study of some statutes and associate of case laws. So when you study a course in college, how do you study it? It is just a provision by provision study of statutes, Contract Act, this section, section 30, section 27, section blah, section 9, right? And then some case laws about that. That's all you study in college. That is not how we teach. Okay, we have already provided you a list of 100 contracts. We'll teach you how to draft these contracts. We'll not teach you case laws and sections. Okay, we'll teach you how to draft, how to review contracts, and how to negotiate contracts. How will we do that? We will give you basically 2 contracts to work on every single month, right? So every month we are giving you, every week we'll give you 2 contracts to draft. And when you go, there will be different fact situation, different situations in which you are going to draft that contract. Okay, maybe you have to review it. Maybe you have to write a notice for breach of contract, but you have to do something related to that contract. Okay, now maybe you have to come up with negotiation points and so on. Now, when you do it and you submit it to us, there will be an evaluator who will go through it, what you have written, and give you line by line feedback. And then there will be discussion over that in the class as to what you have done and how to do it right. And it is just like learning how to sing or learning how to drive or learning how to swim. Have you learned anything like that? Learning how to sing? You cannot learn how to sing by reading a book about singing. You cannot learn how to swimming by reading a book on how to swim. Yes or no? Correct? Okay. It needs coach, right? It needs somebody to actually see what mistakes you are making and correct. When you are, it needs you practice. First of all, if you want to be a good singer, okay, you have to maybe sing every day for 1 hour. Okay, same here. If you want to learn contract drafting, you need to draft contracts or something for every day for 1 hour. Okay, and then you will make mistakes and somebody needs to correct it. Somebody needs to handhold you. Somebody need to give you classes, but then also correct your mistakes. And this is exactly what we do. So you get a class, but you also have an evaluator who's correcting what you are drafting. If you're drafting a contract, somebody has to tell you that in this clause, you have drafted well, but here, this is a mistake you have made. Don't make this mistake. And then you learn from that. And next time you draft another contract, you don't make that mistake. Okay. And this is how you improve over time. Okay. This is what it is. And this is how we teach. Now imagine if you are singing every day and someone is correcting and you do it for 1 year. Will you become a better singer? Is there any doubt? If you go to the gym and you work out for 1 hour a day, will you become a better at your physique or stronger person? Sure. If you start swimming for 1 hour a day for 1 year, will you become a much better swimmer than you are today? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Will you be a better singer, better swimmer, better strength? Very simple, right? So if you practice contract drafting for 1 year with the right exercises and with proper guidance, then do you think you'll be better at contract drafting? Much better. Like you'll be much better than average. You'll be so good that people will be shocked. You might be better. Like when you get a job with a lawyer or you do an internship with a lawyer, you might be better than them at the contract drafting. And that is a great idea. They'll be amazed that, oh, wow, right? That is the whole plan. See, you must have realized by now, I am very, work hard type of guy. Like other people might be doing one webinar in a week. I do one webinar every day. I believe like get at it, like keep going at it, right? Do great work, great work, great work, great work. And then it's going to be amazing. This is what I believe in. And this is what I teach to my students. This is what I teach to my clients, that every day you practice for 1 hour contract drafting. And this is my simple method. After 1 year, even after 3 months, you will be seeing differences, right? If you go to the gym and you first 7 days, you will not see any difference. First 2 weeks, you will not see any difference. After 1 month, you will see a difference. Have you ever worked out consistently for 1 month? Did you see any difference or not? Okay, if you worked out consistently for a month, did you see a difference or not? Did you see a difference in 7 days? No. But did you see a difference after a month? Yes. And that is why we also offer you a complete 30-day money back guarantee. Okay. In fact, if you go to the gym for the first 2-3 days, it pains. Your body will ache. You will say, I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But if you do it for a month, by that time you're comfortable and you realize, you start seeing the beautiful result in the mirror, and then you want to do more of it. And I'll show you, right? We also believe in the same. So if you take our course and you have to, there is one condition, only one condition. For 1 month, you have to attempt all our assignments and you have to attend all our classes, right? And if you do that, then we are providing you, where is the, yeah, here, refund policy for executives. This is a diploma course. So this is a diploma course. Here is a policy. We are providing 100% money back guarantee that you love our course if you actually pursue it. Course fee paid on LawSikho is not refundable as a general rule. However, we are introducing an exception to this only. Okay, so this is applicable now. We understand that it may be difficult for people new to the world of online learning to feel confident and fully understand blah blah. Okay, you can read this yourself later. Here is the link, but I'll show you the important part. Right? If a student enrolls after 30 days of usage, so 30 days, till 30 days, there is no refund. I have to use it properly for 30 days. And if you do not find any value in the course or whatever, you don't, for any reason you want to refund, then between the 30th day and the 45th day, we're giving you a window of 15 days. Counted from the day the course officially began, they can claim back the amount they have paid towards the course as a refund on the following conditions. The condition just says that you have attended. Okay. you have attended classes, right? You have to attend the full classes, you have to do all the assignments, right? And that's all. And you have a right to get a refund. I've shared this with you anywhere. Okay. So this is it. Okay. In 1 month, you start realizing the difference, but to get the full result, of course, when we started this refund policy, some people said that, but Ramanuj, if a lot of people will misuse this, they will just want to use this for free. And after 1 month, they will quit and they will get the benefit for 1 month and they'll go away. I said, sure, but I am willing to bet that after that 1 month, they will realize that how much money they have paid is so less that they will not take it in return and they'll continue with it. Okay. This is my bet. You can take it. You join the course with the intention that after 1 month, I will take my money back. Between that period, I'll attend all classes, do all assignments and take the money back. Okay. But you will not want to take it after you will get so much value. Okay. Or almost on all courses, all diploma courses, all executive certificate courses, we have this money back guarantee. You can just check in the refund policy for separate courses. There is separate money back guarantee. You just have to check it, what it is. Okay. For example, for test prep courses, it's a little different. That's all. Okay. What else, guys? What will you learn? There is a list of things here you need to learn. Gain exposure of strategic drafting and negotiation of high value commercial contracts. Get hands-on experience of drafting 100 types of most common commercial contracts. Understand technical and commercial aspects involved in advanced contract drafting specific negotiations. Learn the art of drafting clauses to avoid ambiguous clauses and uncertain interpretations. And there is a long list, right? There's a specific learning objectives also. I want you to read this. And by the way, if you don't want to take the course, no problem. At least read this, that this is the list. Take a printout of this, put it up near your wall that this is what you need to learn. Because if you learn this, see, this is not the end of law, right? This is just contract drafting. You may want to learn more, right? You may want to learn securities law or corporate governance and companies law. You might want to learn M&A and IPR, so on. But this is applicable to everyone, no matter what you do later on. And this is not everything in the world, but this is a great start. This is relevant everywhere. Every person, all of you would need this. I'll share it on YouTube also, those who are watching quickly. Here is the link, guys. Check out the refund policy also. Okay. You can just search refund policy LawSikho and Google it, you will find it, right? But I'll still share the link with you guys. Not able to copy. Okay, just will you do me a favor and Google it and see the refund policy yourself? Okay, let me get back to our presentation. Okay, I think I've talked enough about the course, but please specifically go through the specific learning objectives yourself and what will you learn. This is the thing that you need to learn, right? In M&A, merger and acquisitions, Anant. Merger and acquisitions is M&A, mergers and acquisitions. Okay. All right. So please go through this list because this is what you need to add value. And there are other ways to add value also, but this is one short way. Even if you are not sure what you want to do in future, you don't know whether you want to do litigation or you want to do corporate law. This is one thing you can do with eyes closed. This will always be relevant. Okay. Can I answer any questions? Is there any questions I can answer? So, okay, if you say that, okay, hey, this is very expensive. Let me tell you something. Even if you have a class 11, 12 level, if you have a maths tutor, any tutor, right? Like, and you have like, accountancy tutor, they would also charge you 2,000, 3,000 per month, right? Here you are paying 3,000 per month for a 12 months course, sure. But it is at such a highest level that we are having top corporate lawyers teaching you. Don't you think that they'll charge you at least that much? Plus, you are getting so much more than just this course. You are getting placement support, internship support, article writing, publication support. You get a writing coach along with this. Okay. You get 4 mentors. You have one person who is your course anchor. You have evaluator who's guiding you. You have a writing coach who's helping you to write and publish articles. And the 4th mentor is your placement mentor. You get 4 mentors if you take this course. Okay. And even lawyers who are practicing for many years do this course, and they have said amazing things. You can just go to LawSikho YouTube channel and see the success stories of the contract drafting course, or just Google in YouTube LawSikho success story contract drafting course. You will find a lot of them. Okay. We don't have daily classes, Anant. We have classes. I think contract drafting, you have 2 classes a week. Okay. You have to attend those 2 classes. There are a lot of extra sessions, right? Placement session, session with writing classes. So you're writing article and publishing, so that you will get access every day. So almost every day. But it is not something that you need to attend every day for contract drafting. The core contract drafting classes are only 2 every week. Okay. Will they clear personal doubts, one-on-one sessions? First of all, doubt clearing works in 3 ways. One is that you can ask in the class, right? And if it is relevant, it will be taken up in the class there right away. If it is not relevant to the class right there, there is a WhatsApp group. There you can ask questions, people will respond. Then where you are reading stuff in your learning management system, there is a huge amount of material for you to read and learn. So when you are reading that, even there you can post questions, and we have experts who will answer to that question within 1 working day. They'll answer that question. Usually they answer within 3 hours, 4 hours, but we guarantee only 1 working day. Okay, so you'll get your answer. 3-4 different ways of getting answers to your doubts. So you will not be left with any doubts. If you have a doubt, you will get it solved. And people even set up sometimes one-on-one call or a group call with the evaluators after doing this thing, and they get feedback. How to find contact of foreign lawyers to apply for an internship? Okay, let me show you on screen right now. Right, let's do this. Let's show you how to find foreign lawyers. So let's decide. Okay, let's say I want to work in maritime law. I have an interest in maritime law, and I want to intern with maritime lawyers across the world. Right. So what will I do? Top maritime law firms, Singapore, let's say. Singapore, England, Hong Kong, these are all good, right? Okay, so Singapore, I have found Dennis Matthew, Woon and Bazul, LLP. Right, so let's see Woon and Bazul, LLP. Okay, there are so many of them, right? So you already have contact details of these people, right? Phone number is there. Okay, do they have a website? Here, yes, they have a website. Right, I'm on their website. Partners, yep, all the partners' names are there, right? So let's say it is Abdul Malik. Let's find a name that is a little unusual, right? Say Aaron Leong. Okay, Aaron Leong. Right? See, email ID, phone number, everything is given here. Even LinkedIn address. Okay, let's go. Law firms make it very easy to find their partners' details. Okay, here Aaron Leong, I have found. Correct. Sorry, this is something else. Okay. Now I can connect with him. I have told you, follow, comment, and all of that. Let's see what are their activities. Congratulations, Kazuya-san. Congratulations. Proud to announce we have been ranked. Right? See all activities. Here are his posts. Right? 1 month. He doesn't post very often, so he's not regular on LinkedIn. Right? Let's see if he has any articles. He has never posted any articles. Recent activity, okay. But he logs in. He doesn't post much, but he logs in, right? So we can see what he logs in about. Now you can find out much more about Aaron Leong. News, Aaron Leong news. Yeah, I can see if there is anything interesting here. So, and I can see if he's on Twitter and so on, right? So you guys must be knowing how to stalk people on the internet and find out more information about them. Who doesn't know? If you don't know, say I don't know. Okay, so guys, this can work. Their WhatsApp number is also there, right? So amazing. But be responsible, guys. If you start sending them weird stuff, you will just get blocked. You will ruin the reputation. And remember why this works. It doesn't work. It works now because not too many people do this, right? So it is your opportunity to do it sensibly. Now the day everyone starts doing it, it will stop working. Okay. I'm not sharing my mobile number. Sorry. If you want to stay in touch with me, connect with me on Twitter. I'll share my Twitter profile. Right. So who all wants to stay in touch with me? Who all are already connected with me on Twitter and who all are not? If you're not, write no. If you're not connected with me on Twitter already, write no. Okay. Why not? Please connect with me on Twitter. That will be amazing. Right. Twitter is an amazing platform, by the way. You can follow what lawyers are saying. Really good lawyers are there. You can reach out to them through Twitter. You can comment on their posts. And I don't use Twitter. Why not? It's the best platform. You know, some people want to go to a foreign LLM for doing networking. You can do the same networking on Twitter. Why don't you want to do it? Unlike LinkedIn, where you have to be connected with the person to interact with them, on Twitter, you can interact with anyone. You can comment on anybody's post. It's amazing. It's the most powerful social media platform out there. Why you don't want to benefit from that? Any reason? Okay. There are any. I wanted to ask how to convert an unpaid internship into a paid internship at the end of that internship. This is provided that the person has really worked hard during the internship and made the work of the office easier, right? So if you have done that, then go and tell them that first you ask them that, you know, I want to extend my internship. Can I do this? And do it for one more month, right? And then ask that, is it possible, if you just see that if they do they want you back again and again? Do they want you to continue, right? If they want to continue, then I'll go and tell them that I really love working here, but I have some financial problems. And because of that, I might have to take a paid internship somewhere else or a paid job somewhere else. Do you think you can, I would prefer to work here. Do you think I could get paid something, even a small amount, something, right? Do not negotiate with them. Go humbly and just request, and it will work most of the time. If it doesn't work, go find another place. Honestly, sometimes they don't work. Then you go find somebody else. Okay. So those who do a certificate course are somewhere at a loss in terms of internship and job. No, Kanika, this is available to you also. You are doing a certificate course, right? The internship support is available to you also. Okay. Please reach out to Sammanika, Aparajita. They'll help you. We want to help you. But you have to follow their advice, right? Certificate course of contract drafting and dispute resolution. There is no certificate course. Like we are not offering any certificate. There is a certificate course, or introductory course is there. That's a 1 month introductory course. I don't advise you to take it. It is for law students who just want to get a sense of, you know, how to draft contracts. What is this clause? What is that clause? It's a very basic introduction, right? You can take it if you're in first year, second year, maybe. But even then, it is better if you take the 1 year course. Honestly, not worth it to take that introductory course. I mean, it will help you surely, but it will not help you to learn this much that I'm saying. Just think of it, right? If you practice singing for 1 month, how much will you learn? You'll surely learn something, but how much will you learn? And if you take that, then we will only extend the internship support for that 1 month. After that, we will not extend, right? Okay. Any other questions I can answer, guys? Just think about it. If you get this job, this money is not comparable. Like your 1 month salary will be more. Even if you draft, you know, you can, if you charge 5,000 for drafting a contract and you draft 5-6 contract, you cover this money, right? And you are getting a government recognized certificate now. Earlier, we could not give government recognized certificate, but now Skill India has collaborated with us. So you have a government recognized certificate. How much time it will take daily in the course? 1 to 2 hours a day. 1 hour is enough. Sometimes if you are taking too much time, maybe 2 hours maximum, but 1 hour a day is enough. Rishabh will do this 100%. Awesome. See you. Who else will do this course? Can one do freelancing after going this course? Absolutely. The best course for doing freelancing is this course. Most freelancing opportunities. How many total contract types I can learn in this 1 year completion? 100. You will be working on 100 different contracts. And once you are done, even a new contract you have never seen. Your brain will develop so much that you will be able to draft any contract that you have never seen in your life also. Do you have to pay the full amount? No, you can get a pay in 2 installments also. There is an option. It is 100. Okay, just go and check. There is somebody who was there in the here who have done this course. He can confirm. 100. Every month you learn 2. Every week you learn 2 contracts. So how many weeks are there in a month? In a year, there are 52. So 50 into 2, 100. You learn 100. Is it helpful for mooting? I don't think so. You might be improving your drafting skills, but why do you care? I mean, mooting will not change your life. This will change your life. I mean, no comparison. Okay. Anything else? What other questions can I answer, guys? Do you have any questions that I can answer? Please post quickly. All right. Recording of all lectures. Yes, they'll be provided. You can't download them, but they'll be in your app. So you can access them from your phone. You can access them from your computer. Even if you miss a class, you can watch the recording later. And you can even watch the recording of past classes from before. I am from Pakistan. Can I take the course? Yes, Kumar. We have no problem. We have students from across the world, from Africa, from USA, from even like from Bangladesh taking this course. I think 1 or 2 people from Pakistan have taken our courses before. We have no problem. You are most welcome. Anything else? Even after completion of the course, after completion of course, you will have access it from the beginning to 3 years. You have access to the course, so that if you need to revise this later or you miss something, you want to go back, you can access it for 3 years. Will we have an advantage over other interns, higher chances of impressing them when we go for internship in the law firm? 100%, my guarantee. You will be very impressive compared to others. Legal opinion of lands. Do you have that course? You have a course on real estate. You have to do that for, if you want to learn land laws, you have to do a real estate course, not this course. How to get interning with Chief Justice. So, you have to be a clerk to work with the Chief Justice, not internship. For that, there is an exam that you have to crack. If you crack that exam, then you can do that. Or another option is that, imagine you do internship with, I mean, it's very hard, but let's say we do internship with top Supreme Court lawyers and they love your work so much and you request them, they might put in a word for you, but it is very unlikely to happen. Maybe, yeah, it's possible, but very hard. But again, you have to impress other people to get it there. Otherwise, you have to write an exam. There's a Supreme Court clerkship exam. You have to crack that exam. Other questions? Anybody else? Anything else? Or should I go? It's almost 11, guys. Gotta go. Can you teach document writing on that real estate course? We do teach real estate contracts in that and conveyance in that real estate course. You can go and check it out. Go to 𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, check out the real estate course. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Don't forget, go to that go to that contract drafting course and download the free material, right? How many of you have downloaded the free material already? If you have not, make sure you're downloading the free study material. Okay. There is free study material. Go through it and enroll soon, right? The earlier you enroll, the better. Don't wait for the last day. If you enroll earlier, the classes will start from the 1st of January, 2nd of January. So not 1st January, 2nd of January. But what will happen is that if the link is there, I shared the link, go there. It says download free material. Just click on it and give your details. It will be emailed to you. Okay. So, is the IP course recommended for first year? Yeah. I don't believe in this thing that first years should wait for later on to do something. That is, really old school thinking. It doesn't help. So the course will start from 1st of or 2nd of January, whatever. But I don't want you to wait till that date. I want you to enroll as soon as possible, because the moment you enroll will give you access to the course material. Then I want you to start reading. I want you to start reading the first few modules, watch the videos, so that you are mentally prepared when the class starts. You'll be hitting the ground running, right? You have little bit of time to acclimatize yourself, right? So you know how people who are going to climb Everest, they have to go to Everest base camp and acclimatize themselves for 7 days by staying at the base camp. Similarly, I want you to enroll earlier and acclimatize yourself as much as possible, read as much as possible, so that when the classes are starting, you are hitting the ground running without any problem. You are already familiar, you'll be performing well in the class, you'll not have no problem doing the assignments we'll give you, right? Because if you join last moment, it's okay, it is better late than never, but it is much better if you do it right away. Okay, so how many of you I will get to see in the class, in the contract drafting course? Just write yes if you're going to come. Awesome. Samriddhi, Rishabh, Fida, Main, Snehasri. Classes are going to start. Exams. Snehasri, exams will keep happening. Life will keep happening. You just have to give 1 hour a day. If you cannot give 1 hour a day, then you'll never get time. You'll only get busier and busier over time. Okay, you'll have more things to do. Oh, you are in TAMU course and some of the things are bouncing off your head as a first year student. It is not because you're a first year student. Okay, it is, you have to just take help. It is a good thing. You are having a rigorous experience. You are having a tough experience, right, Kshitij? So don't worry. Keep struggling with it. It is, you know, if you go to the gym and if you lift light weights, nothing will happen. If you lift heavy weights, over time you build a bigger, build bigger muscle. Same thing here. You are here, we are not going away anywhere. You are here, you have access for a long time. Keep studying, keep doing it, keep trying hard, work harder at it. If you're finding it harder to understand, before attending the class, read the modules and then go attend the class, right? If you are not understanding, our coaches are here to help. Request them for time, say that I'm not able to understand this, please explain. They will explain to you. Okay, Kshitij, this is the way. Fight for it. We are here with you. Okay, Prashant will go through it and decide. So looking forward. If you have any questions, let us know. You have enrolled in the NCLT litigation course. Fantastic, Madhu. Awesome. All right, Kshitij, don't keep. This is the sign that you are on the right track. If it was all too easy, I'll say you have joined the wrong course. It is being challenging is good sign. When I first joined NUJS, I felt like the Himalaya has broken on my head. How will I do so many assignments, so many things, right? But then that was the best thing. Same work later on I was doing within a matter of hours that I couldn't do in months. I was doing in days later on. So that built my strength. The same will happen to you. I want to give you that kind of educational exposure, and you are able to build your strength from that. Yeah. All right. Any other question, guys? Or should I go? Everything is bombarded. Don't worry, Snehas. You have 1 month of money back guarantee. Just have to attend classes. Just have to attempt all the assignments. Doesn't work, you can always get a refund. Remember that. Yeah. You are not at risk. We are at risk. We are taking risk. Even Kshitij has that, for that matter. Right? All right. Any crime courses? We have a criminal law courses. No crime courses, but one criminal law courses there are. What if I made a mistake? What am I going to do then? I wanted to think this way, that you will make many mistakes and we are providing you a safe space to make mistakes, right? If you went and made these mistakes in a job, in an internship, that will be so bad, right? Make all the mistakes with us so that we can correct your mistakes, so that when you are out of here, you are superb. You don't make those mistakes. So do you want to make those mistakes at an internship, or do you want to make those mistakes in LawSikho classes, so that the evaluators can correct you? What do you prefer? You want to make mistakes in your internship, in your job, or with our evaluators and they get feedback and get corrected? What do you prefer, Kshitij? Or anybody else here? Right. We are providing a safe environment. If you make a mistake in classes, is anybody going to fire you? Is anyone going to shout at you? Anybody going to give you less bonus? No, no. Safe environment. We are giving you safe environment to practice. Make all the mistakes. Imagine you have 100 mistakes to make all of them with us quickly so that you become that good. You never make those mistakes again. Done deal? Done deal, then write done deal. Done deal or not? All right. Take care, guys. I gotta go now. Take care. Do the contract templates work when we have real life problems? Yes, they work. Most people starting, even if you're working in a big law firm, you start drafting from a template. Okay. And you have to learn how to work on it and change it though. Okay. All right. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye. Take care. Good night. See you.